I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com, and today I'm going to be making a coin ring out of this District of Columbia quarter. I've only found 2 of them in circulation, so I'm going to have one to show you what it looked like, before, and then one I'm going to make into a coin ring to, compare them when I'm done. The first thing I'm going to do is clean these off because they are a little grimy. So I'm going to set them in this thing for a little bit and then polish them up with a polishing cloth. Just get them cleaned up. And then we can get to work, make these into coin rings. I haven't done these yet, so I'm interested to see how they turn out. So I'm going to leave these quarters in here for about a minute, and then we'll polish them up with the polishing cloth. And I just use this one. I just get it at Walmart. I haven't looked too much into polishing cloths. I just grabbed the first one I saw, and that's the one I use. This is what this is called. I get it at Walmart too, but it definitely helps clean up the coins before I get started making the coin rings. While they're coins, they're much easier to clean, so I prefer to do it now than when it is a ring. I still clean it when it's a ring, but it's much easier to get all of it off while it's a coin. So I'm gonna let these sit in here for a little bit and then polish them up. All right, so now I've got these out of that blue polisher cleaner stuff. I'm just going to polish them up on this cloth and just really try and clean it up the best I can. What that is on there. It doesn't want to come off at all. I might have better luck when it's a ring. It might just be pushed in there, scratched or something. Polish up this other one. That'll probably be the one I ring. All right. So the first step is to punch a hole in it. And this is what I use to punch holes in quarters. You can find it on my recommended tool list on my website, coinringmaker.com. And basically you just pop your quarter in here, like that. Set the top on, put the punch in, and then hit it with a hammer. Let's see if I can get in frame. There we go. There's our center punch, Duke Ellington. And the tolerance on this is really tight, so it's kind of tricky just to pull out with your bare hands. So what I use is a smaller punch on my 1-ton press to push this punch out. Let me see if I can move my camera to show you how I do that. So this is on a weird camera mount that's mounted to my press. So as I go up, the camera's gonna go up. But I just did. All right, so a good 30 minutes later, after clearing a bunch of stuff from my phone, I'm able to continue this video. So what we do is we take this punch, we put it on top here, and we're just gonna push that out. Like that. And then your quarter will come out, and this is what it looks like. And the next thing I do is deburr it. This is my deburring tool. You can get it at a hardware store, pretty cheap, super useful for cleaning up this inside cut edge, which is quite sharp. And what I do is I put it inside and just spin it around, applying pressure and just cleaning up that cut edge. And I do it on both sides. So you can get a good look at it, see how sharp it is, and I'm going to clean that up real quick and show you what it looks like when it's there. We go. We've got it nice and cleaned up, and now I'm going to go ahead and fold it a couple times. Now the first fold is going to be with the doming block. That's this thing. And we're going to put the side we want on the outside of the ring facing down. Put a ball bearing on top. And we're going to fold the coin. I'm going to set this camera up a little different so it doesn't move around. Alright, that's a little better. So what we're going to do is we're just going to apply pressure on this, make sure everything's nice and even, and just squish that down. And I'll give you a look, show you what it looks like right now. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this one more time with a 17-degree folding cone and folding die. There's the die, there's the cone. We're just going to put it in there, make sure it's nice and flat and even. Nice. Alright, so you can see it's starting to get that ring shape, but we're going to need to stretch it out to get some even walls on it. So I'm going to take it over to my ring stretcher up here. I'll put it on there. And as it goes down, I'm going to rotate it so the pressure isn't always on the same spot. Hopefully I'm not totally in the way. Probably am. Alright. Where's my ring stretcher? It's right there. Okay, there we go. This is probably one of the worst camera jobs I've done so far. I'm working with some new equipment, and it's a little tricky. So I'll flip this over once it gets to, let me see if I can show you. Okay, so I stretched it out all the way until there wasn't really much space between the ring and the stretcher. Then you can see when I flip it over, there's a gap there, and you can continue to stretch until that gap closes in and flip it over, and there'll be a gap on the other side. So you can just keep stretching it until you get your desired ring size. So now I've got the ring stretched out to a decent size. I want to clean up this cut edge, and I'm going to do that with this nail filing board. And I'm just going to rub it along there until it's smooth. And then I'm going to put it back in this reduction die and even up these walls, so that they'll be nice and straight and even. So I'm going to sand that, and then I'll show you the reducing. So now we've got our cut edge nice and smooth, and we're going to put it back in this reduction die and make sure we got it nice and even in there, and just reduce it a bit to even up these walls on both sides. I usually put a quarter in here, I like how it makes it nice and even. And then if I need to resize this ring later, I can just put it on the ring stretcher or reduce it down to whatever size I need. But that's how I get my nice straight walls. And using a quarter roughs up that cut edge again, so I usually sand it down once more and then polish the ring up. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and give you a nice after look and compare it to the quarter. And there we have it, a finished District of Columbia quarter coin ring. Came up very nice. This was my first time making one of these, like I said, so I had a good time making it. I had a little trouble with the camera work, and I hope you'll forgive me for that. But if you want to see more coin ring making videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, and y'all have a great day. If you want to get yourself a coin ring made by me, you can go to coinringmaker.com or check out my Etsy. It's at The Coin Ring Maker on Etsy. And you'll keep on doing you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.